everybody. Welcome back to Viking MTG. I hope everybody's having a happy Tuesday. We'll make your Tuesday a little happier with another pre-release pack. We're gonna crack this, and we're gonna do a full deck tech. And you're gonna see what I would put together. See how terrible I am at drafting. I don't know. It just seems like I don't have good instinct when I draft. I prefer playing standard. I think I'm putting a good deck together. You know, I get a couple good cards and kind of start building off it. And then I stop seeing cards that work with it. And then I kind of try and switch it midway. And then I end up with something that just doesn't play right. You know, but every once in a while it plays out well. But that's why I play more standard than draft. I enjoy standard. I know there's lots of people talk trash about standard, but I enjoy it. Even if I end up going 1 and 2 every once in a while, or even 0 and 3, most of the time I'm 2 and 1, and I enjoy playing. So let's see what we get here. Look at that. Looked like it was stuck for a second. All right. Let's see what we got. Show that. Don't want to show that promo till we know. Till the end. Clearly looking for any of the Planeswalkers is where you're going to make your money. In this set, Scapeshift, the Planeswalkers, and Crucible of Worlds. We have a Dragon Egg, Gaspark Twins, Sleep, and a Palaka Worm. That is the card we do not want to see. That was my pre-release promo at the actual pre-release event. That was sad. I was really, I had very little in the way of green to put with them, so I ended up doing a white-black, and it didn't do very well. We have a Millstone, Novice Knight, Sleep, and a Spit Flame. Feeling this will be a popular card after Cycle. I think a lot of people are going to be playing Dragons. Probably Grixis Dragons, something like that. They're going to be playing Dragons and mixing in the Elder Dragons. People are going to have to change it up. And I see a lot of, no offense to anybody else, don't take this poorly, see a lot of crybabies going, I don't like it anymore because I can't play my deck that I've played for the past 6 months or a year. You know, and they're going to quit playing standard because of that. I don't want to play standard anymore, I quit. Just like one of these video games when they change something up, any of the MMORPGs, they all go quit and then come back in 6 months. Ether Shield Artificer, Skilled Animus, Aerial Engineer, and an Isolate. And I see the Cycle as a breath of fresh air, man. It's gonna be a big breath of fresh air, you know. Yay, new stuff, new decks. People are gonna have to brew again. Can't just fall back to playing mono red when you really want to win one. You know, just those times are going to be over for a little while here. We got a foil. We have a Gear Peer Guide, a Fiery Finish, a Volcanic Dragon, and an Infernal Reckoning. Well, our rares are definitely a spread, and we have a foil Exclusion Mage. We get a wide spread of rares. Interesting. But we did get 2 removal spells. Unfortunately, I don't think there's not enough artifacts, colorless creatures in this set to make that effective in a draft and limited. I don't think I'll be playing that. We'll see. See where we get. I'm going to try and build around the Palaka Worm. We'll find out. Got a Shock in there, that's good. Inferno Hellion's an awesome card. We have an Inferno Hellion. Vigilant Baloth. Heroic Reinforcements. And a Djinn of Wishes. Now, I got a funny story about Djinn of Wishes. So, I bought one of these at my LGS on Friday. and cracked it there. And this was the promo I pulled. And I looked at the promo first on accident, and it was this, which is absolutely terrible. But Carlos, the guy working there, said, "Hey, make a wish on it." So I made a wish for a nickel bolus, and I pulled a nickel bolus, and then I pulled a Liliana. So I thought that was pretty funny. Uh, Forsaken Sanctuary and a Thopter token. Last, so no bolas. Can tell right away, no bolas, unfortunately. Let's see what we get here. That Exclusion Mage is nice. It's real pretty if you saw it, but real pretty. Very, very foily. Nice wizard to go with the wizard deck. Oh, Reliquary Tower. Always nice. Got a Reliquary Tower. Probably worth more than all of these rares. An Aether Shield Artificer. An Enigma Drake. And a Fraying Omnipotence. Wow, that's a terrible pre-release pack. That is bad. Swamp and a Bat. Let's see what our promo is. And Open the Graves. Oh, this was trash. Man, oh man. These were not resealed. I know for a fact they weren't. I know Isle of Games, and they would never in a million years do that. They just wouldn't. There's nobody there that would do it. Plus, we can tell when they're resealed, they got that glue on them. You can really tell. These aren't. These have got the factory sealing, and they just fall right apart like normal packs do. But you know, you can tell. You can tell when they're resealed. I've bought resealed packs before. Saw a lot of that when I was playing cons. Saw a lot of sealed loose packs and cons out of a certain store here in town, and that was a while ago. And I won't say the name of the store, but everybody knows it here in Tucson. And I had bought about a half a box of cons packs right around the end of cons before they jumped to the next set, Dragons or whatever it was. And whatever it jumped to, I don't remember the order. I think it was Dragons or Fate Reforged. And had about half a box. And I said, well, give me that before the set cycles. And I went to open the packs, and one of them, the top of the pack, was essentially like half opened. The other side was sealed. So I kind of pulled it, and it was sticky. And there was a sticky glue on the top of every pack. When I got home, it started cracking them. And I took the packs back to the store, and the guy basically told me I must have resealed them myself. And I said, hell no, I didn't. I crack packs and take what I get. Of course, there were no fetch lands, and bought 22 packs and got no fetch lands, and no mythics, no foil rare, a couple of foil commons. It was clearly repacked, and he blamed it on could have been another employee or whatever. This was a long time ago, but it definitely put a sour taste in my mouth. And I always look at packs when I'm opening them, but I know the stores I can definitely trust, and I know the ones I can't. But I know the problem. Most stuff like that is done by an employee, not by an owner or a store manager, not even at their direction. You know, an employee will, if they're there alone, working a late shift or something, you can have an employee that's a little less scrupulous that decides to do that, reseal them, and then sell them. And nobody can prove it. So let's go ahead and separate our colors here. Give me just a moment. I'll take care of it. All right, so we're all cleaned up here. And let's check out what we got. I do believe black is out of the picture. We don't have nearly enough to work with in black here. we definitely got skimped pretty bad there. I think we are looking, from what I am seeing, I'm looking, we got 4 colors here that can easily be played. It's going to be tough because we have Sleeps, Totally Lost, we have Cancel, we have Disperse, we have Divination, we have Aviation Pioneer, which is a great card. Enters the field and makes a. It's great for limited. Enters the field and makes a Thopter artifact creature token. We have 5 artifacts and artifact creature, and we have the 2 Aether Shield Artificers, which makes white very nice. We got the Knight of the Tusk, Angel of the Dawn, Gallant Cavalry. We got 2 Angels of the Dawn. We got a Resco Swiftclaw, Cavalry Drillmaster, Knight's Bullet. We got a lot of great Knight stuff. We could make a great blue-white deck and use Control and Knights. We actually have a lot of removal in red. We have the Volcanic Dragon and the Spit Flame. Got Fiery Finish. Got the Havoc Devils. We got a lot to work with here. I don't think we're going to go green. Like the Palaka Worm, he's awesome. And the Vigilant Baloth. I guess we could do that. I'm moving towards... We got the Heroic Reinforcements, but that's not good enough to base a deck on it. Heroic Reinforcements is good, as you create 2 1/1 White Soldier creature tokens until end of turn. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste. It's good, but it's not good enough to build a deck around it necessarily. Aerial Engineer. Aerial Engineer is good. As long as you control an artifact, he gets +2/+0 and has flying. And if we draw the Millstone, that works. But I think we're going to throw Enigma Drake in the situation. And we're going to go blue-red. Control and removal put together in limited is huge. We got a lot of control and a lot of removal. So we're going to use Enigma Drake. Going to use a lot of spells. Use our big punch creatures. And we're going to make it work. We're going to stick with Requiem Tower in there as well, because playing control, we would control and removal. We'd love to have a big hand, lots of stuff in it, and we'd love to be able to stick as many of those in the graveyard by casting them as we can. Gearsmith Guardian can work in here because we get +2/+0 because you control a blue creature. Explosive Apparatus is a great way to do damage to any target. Mirage Axe will make any creature very respectable. And Millstone is great for triggering Enigma Drake. So let's see what we got here. Let's separate our creatures and our spells. Alright, here's our creature. Here's our creature base. All the creatures we drafted. I got it from the pre-release pack. I have excluded the Firemental, Anaki Ogre, Valerian Scholar, because they have no ability. They don't do anything for us. They're just a body. And we got too many cards that do a lot for us to use that. We need Fiery Finish, Volcanic Dragon, and Djinn of Wishes are definitely our big punchers. They are heavy hitters. Now that I think about it, I'm probably going to remove Hostile Minotaur. I like the fact that he's got haste. But we've got other... I'll probably leave him in, actually. I feel like we have to play Vashino Pyromancer. It's too valuable, especially in Limited. Having that 2 damage on turn 2, and then having a swinger in there. Goblin Motivator, he's great. I can use him to give anything that comes into the field haste. He's great. I mean, if we're on turn 7, and he's somehow managed to stay on the field, or any of these big creatures, I can give him haste and swing away. They're no joke. It's no joke at all. So this is 15 cards here. We still need to cut some. I've got enough 6 drops here, 5 and 6 drops. I don't think I'm going to play Salvager of Secrets. I like the card. When it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. I do like that. I like the effect. But the mana cost is awfully high for a 2/2 body that does that. It's too expensive, so I'm taking Salvager of Secrets out. Wall of Mist, I like the idea of a wall, but we've got a lot of other creatures here that can do a lot of damage. We don't need a wall. Omen Speaker's great. Being able to scry in limited is amazing. It's massive. It's great. I left Volcanic Dragon and Dragon Egg in there because they both trigger. What is it? Here, I'll show you. Lost the name of the card. Spit Flame. You can pay 1 to return it to your hand when a dragon comes into the field. That acts with Dragon Egg and Volcanic Dragon. So we're definitely going to have Spit Flame in there, without a doubt, and that will trigger it. So we've got 13 creatures now. So that gives us lots of room for instants and sorceries. So 14 creatures with Enigma Drake. So that gives us plenty of room. Let's take a look at our instants and sorceries. Sleep is a great way to finish the game off with our creatures. Cast that, tap all their creatures, and you can swing away. You can swing away for 2 turns. We're definitely playing Sleep. Anticipate is great. We're definitely going to play that standard, and standard or limited. Cancel. We have to play Cancel. Totally Lost is cool, but for 5 mana, just to put it on top of its library, on top of their library, that's not good enough. The Divination is amazing. Drawing 2 cards for 3 mana. Can't complain about that. 2 mana to return a permanent to its owner's hand. That's great for limited. It's great disruption. It's a good way to keep them on their keep them off balance. Another Anticipate. I'd say we'll definitely keep that in there. Ghost Form. Up to 2 target creatures can't be blocked this turn. I do like it, especially with the number of creatures we have, so I'm probably going to leave that in. Hey, now our blast, so that's 4, 8 blue spells, all very control based. Crash Through is great, and it allows you to creatures you control gain trample and draw a card for 1 mana. It's awesome as far as I'm concerned. That's absolutely awesome. Act of Treason. Act of Treason is a great card. You just gain control of a creature, untap it, and it gets haste. Playing against a creature deck, that's amazing. Shock. We're definitely going to include both of our shocks. Lava Axe, you have to play it. If you're playing red and you get a Lava Axe, play it. You just have to. It's a great finisher. And then Spit Flame. You have to play all of them. You have to. If you get Spit Flame and you have at least 2 dragons, if not more, play it. So 14. So we have 28. So we definitely need to whittle this down a little bit. This deck, we have a high mana curve. So we're going to have 23 cards and 17 land. We're going to need a lot of land to make this deck work. I want to keep Album Motivator in there. I want to turn 1 drop. I like Pyromancer too much. He's great. Great early game aggro. Dragon Egg's great. I'm going to take Hellion out. I like Hellion. I do. But I want to be a little faster than that. And he goes right back to your hand when he attacks. He's questionable. Actually, I'm leaving Hellion in, and I'm taking Hostile Minotaur out. Just not feeling Hostile Minotaur. Havoc Devils, they're great. I'm going to leave them in. Volcanic Dragon, I have to leave it in. Fiery Finish, I'm going to leave it in. Omen Speaker's great. Exclusion Mage is great. Skilled Animator. We don't have enough artifacts to make that work. I forgot I'm putting Millstone in here without a doubt. I'm going to put one Marauder's Axe in and one Gearsmith Guardian. Aviation Pioneer, I like it too much. It makes that Thopter, and it's a 1/2 body. I mean, it's great. It's a great card. Gin of Wishes. It's nice. It's nice being able to play cards off the top of your library, and it's a flying 4/4. It's a great card. Well, for limited, it's a great card. Enigma Drake, we have to leave that in. Spit Flame, have to take it. Lava Axe, have to take it. I think you have to have these shocks. We could take the Act of Treason out if we have to eliminate something. We can take Ghost Form out. We'll do one Anticipate and one Sleep. So that gives us 25. We'll remove one and we'll go 16 lands. We'll take Gearsmith Guardian out. We have enough creature aggro. We don't need Gearsmith Guardian. So I think we got a good deck there. I think this deck would perform really well. It'd be scary late game. And once you get those big creatures out, it's very scary late game. They're going to have a real hard time, especially in this set, getting rid of these big creatures. I mean, good luck getting rid of that once it's on the board. It's going to be real hard. And Fiery Finish, it's a great way to get rid of their big derps. If only you could hit them to the face with that. But yeah, I think this is the deck we'd play. With 15 lands, I would probably go 7 and 7, and then put the Reliquary Tower in there. So I'll do the Reliquary Tower and then 7 forests, 7 mountains and 7 islands. Would be the best way to do it. So hope everybody enjoyed this. Just felt like cracking one of these, doing deck tech. Some quality time here. Everybody have a great rest of their Tuesday, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.